Okay, so let's get started. So, welcome everybody and good evening. My name is Cheng, and I just want to welcome every single one of you to this online workshop focusing on the body and mind detoxification and cleansing. And I'm sure you're all aware that, toxins are everywhere, apart from, the environment, the free radicals. In fact, our internal body as well as our mind and our soul and our spirit, when we talk about the 5 dimensions of health. In fact, those of you who know me know that I've published a book called Juggling Health and Wealth. In there I talk about the anchor action of the spiritual, mental, emotional, physical and social health. So it's very important when we're looking at detoxing our body, we also need to look at detoxifying and cleansing our mind, our soul and our spirit as well. So that's why tonight we are going to be focusing on both of those areas. And I'm sure that you understand that your overall health, your total well-being can be vulnerable with regular exposure with both the external as well as your internal toxins, whether we're talking about the actual rubbish or toxins, the food or the junk that you eat from inside, or the environment, the pollution that are from inside, but also things that are within us as well. So tonight, my friend, Connie Yeung, who is a healthy lifestyle ambassador. Give us a wave. Hello, Connie. And myself, and I'm a certified nutritionist and health coach, will be sharing with you the role and the importance of detoxifying and cleansing of both our body and our mind. And along the way, we have a number of people who will be sharing, their testimonials and their experiences with us as well. So welcome. I know that tonight we've got people from different parts of Australia, as well as Asia Pacific, Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong. So welcome one and all. So without further ado, let me just share my screen so that we can get started officially. All right. So as you can see, detoxification is the topic of tonight. And, we all want to be healthier version of ourselves, no doubt, right? And so in order for us to improve our overall well-being, we really do need to concentrate on not only our body, our physical health. While that is important, we also need to look at the well-being of our mind, which is something that we want to add on to this detoxification topic. And because, to achieve lasting health, we need to understand that the importance of the body, mind, and soul and how they work together to build our overall well-being is extremely important in order for us to achieve overall optimal health. So a healthy body keeps you well and active. A healthy mind keeps you focused and engaged, and a healthy soul keeps you fulfilled and content with meaning and purpose and passion. So let's get started with, talking about detoxifying our body first. Why is it that we say, it's important for us to detox as well as cleanse our body? As you can see here, there are a number of main reasons. Number one is, of course, as I mentioned, we all have a lot of toxins in our body, whether it's from the food that we eat, the pollution or the smoke or the free radicals that are attacking us, our body causes every single one of us to have toxins. So in order to do that, we need to remove them to be healthy. So that's the number one reason. And then, of course, if we want to be healthy and preventing chronic or degenerative disease, we also need to cleanse our body so that our immunity, immune function and system will be enhanced as well. And for those of us who are, in our later decades of life, we want to be slowing down our premature aging. Aging is not something that we can avoid, but then if we cleanse our body, if we detox our body, that can actually help us to slow it down. And not only that, it will also help us to improve our quality of life, help us to increase our energy. In fact, our skin quality can also be improved as a result of our internal organs being cleansed as well. And we also will be able to have clarity of mental and emotional health, as well as restoring the balance of our overall body system. So as a weight loss and wellness certified coach and trainer, one of the most important things that I teach my clients and students is that detoxification has to be part and parcel before anyone actually start their weight management journey. So that's why if you want to lose weight, if you want to manage your weight, and if you want to be healthy, detoxification and cleansing of your body is extremely important. So why is it so important that we pay attention to that? Well, as I mentioned, toxins are everywhere. They are in our air. Well, what that means is, as soon as you go out and about, the air that comes into our breathing to the oxygen will already give us a lot of toxins. And of course, the food that we eat, whether it's junk food, engineered food, and processed food. And even water, right? If you don't filter your water, your kidney will filter it. And all these things cannot be escaped. And your digestive health, those of you who attended 2 weeks ago, where Dr. Christine and myself talked about the importance of gut health, you would understand and remember that, we cannot have great health without a good gut health or digestive health. So our overall health and well-being can be vulnerable if we don't actually have a cleansed body, because we are exposed to environmental toxins all the time. And also, to look after your physical health, we really need to eat moderately as well. So what we need to do then is to start by reducing the intake of unhealthy food, soft drinks, caffeine, and alcohol. I mean, these things are common sense, but common sense is not common. How many of us would say that, I never ever actually eat any type of unhealthy or junk food, right? However, if you can actually, detoxify regularly, that can really help us. And you can learn to read nutrition labels and find healthy options for snacks. So, we in my, 12 weeks, 8 weeks, and 30-day Jumpstart program with the Transition Lifestyle System, I regularly teach people about reading labels. In fact, that was the topic that I was teaching my group today. Now, so where do we start, right? Like, when it comes to detoxification, it seems like, there's a whole plethora of information out there. And how can we actually find out, where is the best place to start? Well, I would say the number one place that every single one of us should start should be your liver, because your liver is the number one detoxification organ in your body. A healthy digestive tract, as we talked about 2 weeks ago, your GI tract, including your gallbladder, your kidneys, and a lot of the organs within that tract, our digestive and gut, is really important. All of those different parts are essential for your liver to complete its goal for effective detoxification. So that's why I'd like to draw your attention to this particular slide, in that you would need to understand, that our bodies were not designed to handle all of these unhealthy molecules or free radicals, because they have the potential to cause a lot of damage to our body. Now, what are the things that we do a lot that cause the damage? It includes, as you can see on the left, all those free radicals. Free radicals are the molecules that, constantly attack our body. All of our billions of cells, are subjected to it. Hence, we need antioxidants to be able to neutralize and, cleanse all these free radicals molecules. And of course, as I mentioned, the processed food, engineered food, and junk foods, too much of those definitely cause damage to our body. Synthetic drugs, a lot of medications, cause a lot of issues to our body. Environmental toxins, antibiotics, excess sugars, and even salt, and different types of unhealthy stress, chronic stress, really can play havoc to our body. Now, what is it that we need to be aware of when it comes to the things that we don't actually do enough in order to also cause damage to our body? When we don't do them enough, then, you know, toxicity is a result. Well, that includes things like not having enough vegetables, not having enough fruits. I mean, a lot of us would know that veggies and fruits are extremely important. In fact, you know, 5 to 9 servings is really the standard guideline. And not only that, they need to be fresh and preferably organic. And if you don't have enough, you know, by the time the fruits and veggies they go from, you know, the farmer's market or market to, you know, your supermarket, wherever that you buy the veggies and fruits, the nutrients that are within them has already been reduced. And of course, we need clean water. So that's why filtered water and clean air is extremely important. And of course, you know, if we don't do enough exercise, that can also cause damage to our body as well. So now I'd like to pass the time to Connie, who is going to be sharing with us about the importance of going through detoxification through what we call a 7 days detox, which is an extremely important routine that we really recommend to every single one of you. So Connie, I'll just pass the time for you to share. Thank you. Okay, Connie, you can unmute yourself.
Is it better now?
Yes, thank you.
Great.
If you can
so
just
this is
put it
me.
onto a full screen, because we can see your screen and then your next slide.
Yeah, so can you see my full screen now?
Not quite yet. Oh, yes, we can now. Thank you.
Yeah, so that make a difference. You know, when Kitty talk about, you know, how do we get the benefit from the detox, look at the picture. I think that explains a lot. This is before the system we call transition lifestyle system. So the first week you're going through will be the 7-day detox challenge. I think you will feel a difference already. Normally we will reduce 3, you know, some people actually can reduce 3 kilograms. For me, I joined this program only 21 days. I lost about 12 kilograms. So is that excited? This is about 5 years ago, actually. So I myself really addicted to this detox program. Every year, at least twice, I do it myself, you know. So normally when we talk about the detox, are we just drinking water or drinking some vegetable soup? You know, is it really a boring meal we can't eat at all? No, change your mind. I'm going to show you the color of this program. I hope you will love it. So what we actually trying to control is some of the grains, no exercise. Is that good? To get your organ to have a holiday for 7 days. But what we encourage to eat is plenty of vegetable and food, because Kitty already shared with us, generally, we actually eat a lot of junk food, but we haven't eat enough fruit and vegetable. So this 7-day detox actually is like a detox and also help, you know, give you more fiber and nutrition. So this is what we normally have. Look at the color. Do you like it? You know, I have snack. So pretty much 6 meals per day. I got breakfast, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner, and supper. So you will have unlimited serving of colorful vegetable as you want. But the fruit, we want you only take 3 servings because we want to control the sugars from the food. And the protein, only 2 servings per day. Good fat, yes, we need to have some 2 good fats, such as the avocado and some olive oil. And then you need to drink a lot of water. This is very important. You know, you can take aloe juice. This is my favorite drink, aloe juice and some trim tea as well. But of course, because we're trying to detox our body, trying to avoid the alcohol, coffee, sugar, dairy, you know, all the soft drink. But please sleep well. We need 8 hours, 7 hours sleep. This is a natural detox process, I believe, and also very good for your liver. And don't skip meal. So that's just a snapshot of my day on the detox. On the breakfast, we have a cup of lemon water, 1 serving of fruit, 1 serving of protein, and unlimited or vegetable. Yeah, you can steam or have raw, up to you. And morning tea, you can have 1 serve of fruit and some water, or the aloe juice that I like, cream tea as well. So you can make a tea as you like. You know, Hong Kong people like coffee and tea mixed together, called Yin Yang. I make a trim Yin Yang myself, just mix the tea and coffee together, but it's a trim cafe mixed with trim tea that help to weight management and also maintain your healthy blood, sugar as well. So lunch also you could have 1 good fat, and then you have an afternoon snack. You can have another serving of fruit or some vegetable, and then you need to have water. So how many cup of water? Let's count. 8 cups of water. Okay, you have to have 8 cups of water, and then you can have your dinner. Then you have another protein. Normally, I like fish or chicken breast. Tonight, I have tofu with egg. They are also protein, and you can make your own snack. Like some of the dishes I can demonstrate to you. This is actual food I eat nearly every day indeed. But there's some example you can see. You can create so many dishes during this a week, as long as you follow the rule, no salt, reduce the salt, reduce the sugar, but you have to have protein and unlimited colorful vegetable. Okay, so as long as I set the snack, you can be creative as well. If you have a blender, actually you can create a lot of different movies. I like strawberry with some ginger and some lemon, and then you can add whatever favorite food you like. I like to put some vegetable as well. So this is what I call green gorgeous smoothie. You can do it as your morning tea, and you can make your own walnut or pepper hummus, and then as a dip with your vegetable and stick, you can share with your colleagues and family. It's very nice a snack from my point of view. You also can use our protein powder to make dessert. That will be start after the first week of the detox week that we're talking about. So my favorite drink, because besides the normal water, you can be creative, like a trim tea with some cinnamon stick and lemon. This is my favorite. And other than that is the aloe juice. You can mix some mint or lemon to make your own cocktail. I drink this at night. I really like this program because not just keep myself healthy, actually I also share this with other people and help other people become healthy. And you can realize the skin also change. Honestly, you can become a beauty inside out. This is the secret I want to share with you. So make sure that learn about how to do that, and with fun. Thank you, Kitty. I pass back the time to you to learn more from you.
Thank you so much, Connie. Well, Connie is absolutely one of our amazing TLS ambassadors. Don't know whether you all have seen, her before and after photo. I'm aware that some of you have just come in a little late, but oh my goodness, like she is now looking like 10 years or maybe 15 years younger than when she first started. Look at her. So yeah, good on you, good on you. And I like the idea of the yin yang, Connie, because yin yang is a good way for you to sort of have a combination, of the tea and coffee taste as well. And the good thing about having detox is that a lot of people still like to drink that coffee, a little bit of decaf, and you can have trim tea. So good on you there. Thank you so much for sharing. And
you're welcome. And thank you for inviting me to share. My pleasure to share.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, well, Connie and I are going to be doing some Cantonese ones upcoming. So any of you who are interested later on. But anyway, so let me just continue on with, this next part. And that is very important for us to understand that apart from, of course, the food that we eat, for those of you who understand, TLS, we talk about 4 pillars, right? 4 pillars is that the third pillar is the scientific supplementation. Of course, the first pillar, Connie has shared, the part that we talked about, which is too little here, which are the vegetables and fruits and the healthy eating. But then the second part is the exercise, which, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing a TLS overview. We'll talk more as well as the education. But tonight, when we're actually focusing in on the detox, we want to actually share with you some of the amazing, Isotonix products as well as other products can help you really scientifically research that has been helping many people to cleanse their body. And, Connie and myself and many others have taken this in order to really cleanse our body. First up is multivitamin. And I'm sure that, you all understand that every single one of us need to have a minimum of the recommended daily intake of vitamins and minerals every day. And as I mentioned, if you were to actually buy fruits and vegetables or meat or anything that you eat from the market or supermarket, by the time you bring it to home and you might put it in the fridge or, in the kitchen, the fruits, even if you, wait for 3 days or like, a couple of days, it sometimes can actually get rusty, because of the whole process of oxidation. Hence multivitamins, and I'm going to be sharing a couple of the products that will be extremely important because all these products can actually help provide a diverse variety of health benefits for your body when you don't get nearly enough of, as I mentioned, 5 to 9 servings. Like I've done these types of workshop for many years now. When I used to actually run this face to face, I would always ask my audience, how many of you could say in the last 3 or 5 days, you have been eating 5 to 9 servings of vegetables and fruits every single day? If there is any one of you out of the 40 of you who've been able to do that in the last 5 days, 5 to 9 servings, maybe you can put it into the group chat. Seriously, not many people can do that. Hence, we do need supplementation. And numerous studies have also, been conducted on the importance of having, the vitamins and minerals. And hence, we want to recommend this. And when we recommend, vitamin and minerals, we actually advocate for what we call the Isotonix, which is, the powder-based supplement. Iso means, the same tonics, fluid pressure. So when it's combined together, with water, the powder, it's the same fluid pressure as your bodily fluid, like your sweat, your blood, your tears, and your plasma. Then it will go into your bloodstream without having to be digested into your stomach and get absorbed within a short period of time, in fact, sometimes maybe minutes. Whereas if you were to have tablets, which with fillers and binders, it can take up to hours. So as you can see here, our Isotonix multivitamin, formula contain 100% and even more of the daily value of what we need with our essential vitamins and minerals. It maintains immune system health, blood health, and all sorts of things that we all need, particularly right now with what's going on, with, the world, but at the same time, cleansing our body. If our body is, going through a lot of stress response, whether it's physical or emotional and even, mental health, this is something extremely important. And it also can help us with blood circulation and, the digestion, etc. So when we talk about GI tract, that is another thing. So we hear a lot about antioxidants and detox. And what I would like to encourage you, before I didn't actually have a chance to really, introduce myself. I'm a certified, licensed nutritionist. What I've been doing is really, study a lot of the things that are really important as, menu plan and recipes for people to actually have optimal health. The dark green leafy vegetables are part and parcel of that, along with rainbow colors, just like what Connie was showing us, all those beautiful colors that include a lot of vital chemicals and vital nutrients. So what I would like to ask you is a question whether you are actually missing something in your nutrition value or diet, because green or, leafy greens are very powerful blend of plant source nutrients and antioxidants that are missing in our modern diet. So when we talk about, free radicals, we do need antioxidants to neutralize it, neutralizing the free radicals, just like, free radical scavenger. right? So superfoods like spirulina, chlorella, and some of the richest nutrient sources on the planet can actually offer you a lot of building blocks for healthy metabolism. And of course, we've talked a bit about, the daily essential kit last time, but really when it comes to leafy green, things like spinach, cabbage, broccoli, etc., really are extremely important in supporting our detoxification as well as cleansing of our body, because they provide the enzymes that are really unique and specialized to clear your external toxins coming from outside. So that's why we all need to consume at least 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables each day. And not only that, they have to be fresh. If they're not fresh, then what's within the 5 to 9 servings are not nearly enough to provide us with the vital nutrients or what we need to provide the energy that we need. So the average person consumes less than 3 servings. So one serving is like double handful of your palm size. So when we're thinking about 5 to 9 servings, you need in each meal, let's say breakfast, lunch, and dinner, at least 2 or 3 servings each. And for your let's say snack, for those of you who are doing TLS, you would know that you would need snack or like, nutrition shake and stuff like that. That would be even more, right? So 9 servings. A total of 96% of adults are not eating the recommended intake of the at least 5 servings of the vegetable. That's why we have this Isotonix Complete Greens, which is an amazing, amazing supplement that I personally love, because it contains not only great, greeneries and a lot of amazing super greens in the isotonic form, like spirulina, wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa grass, chlorella, broccoli powder, spinach powder, cabbage powder. All of this are in fact, organic as well, as is actually certified. You can be ascertained that all these ingredients are of the top quality, top of the range, including antioxidants, vital nutrients, vital chemicals, to provide you with all the alkaline environment that your body would need. And it's also amazing in that it's gluten-free, it's vegetarian, it's isotonic capable. There's nothing really in the market that is comparable to this, right? And so that's why not only is it amazing if, let's say, you don't have enough leafy greens for the day, one serving can actually give you your daily, intake, and it can help you to have the plant source, plant-based, nutrition as well. So that's why, I would like for you to certainly, give this a try, because as you can see, every single one of these ingredients are not only amazing on its own, but each of them, has organic component to it as well. So now I'd like to invite a friend of mine and my business partner, Ken, who has been an proponent and someone who's been taking the multivitamin as well as complete greens, not only for himself but also his kids as well. So Ken, would you like to share with us your experiences with both? Thank you.
Sure. Thanks, Kitty. This is one of my, if not my favorite product in the whole range of isotonics. I remember when it actually hit the market here in Australia, and they sort of built this up over 1 or 2 months. I was just like, oh my goodness, just come today, because I looked at the ingredients. It's all organic. That was something I was looking for as well in a greens product. It it surprisingly tasted really good when I got my first shipment, and I think the testament of how good it tastes is the fact that my kids actually love it. They've never loved any other greens product that I've had before. Some taste like drain sludge, some taste like bitter. Some of us who have taken greens product, you know what I'm talking about. You can
Yes.
barely like swallow it, right? But this one's fantastic. I use it in my smoothies. I drink it on its own, and the fact that my wife loves it as well is really, really satisfying for me. So yeah, it's something I order pretty much every month.
Yes, I have them in my auto ship, and every month I just drink them. You know, it's just really, really good, and especially we're gonna. I mean, I think we saw from Connie, she's got the digestive enzyme in her photo. I combine the complete greens and the digestive enzyme sometimes after food. I mean, I know that can be taken before and after. So thank you, Ken, for sharing. And of course, like if kids love them, then you can be assured that it tastes wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, wonderful. So good. All right. So if you are the type of people who have been having difficulty getting enough amounts of vegetables in your daily diet, or that you might not like a lot of vegetables, then as Ken talked about, both kids and adults actually do enjoy the taste of it as well, and it's ideal for everyone, in fact, who want to improve your diet. And seriously, every single one of the ingredients, even if it's not organic, is amazing. But the fact that it's organic makes it even more up the notch, much better. So that's good. So now when it comes to, the importance of detoxification and cleansing of our body, these three verbs are what we always look for, and that is to cleanse, to balance, and to support our body. Because in general, when we want to actually detox, our systems need to be supported by these three different types of organic agents that our body would need. And they include minerals, botanicals, and antioxidants. So hence, the accelerators or the, supplementations that we recommend are all part of, helping you, cleanse your body and detox your body, including minerals, botanicals, and antioxidants as well. So as you can see, whether it's your blood, your lymph, your liver, gallbladder, pancreas, kidneys, and intestines, our GI tract, the whole body would be cleansed once you actually go through that whole process. And of course, as Connie talked about in the beginning, our 7-day detox through the TLS program gives you that opportunity. But tonight, as we already ascertained, liver is our #1 organ for detoxification. So I'd like to particularly draw your attention to 3 products that are amazing in helping us to cleanse and detoxify our body. Now, these 3 products are not actually available in Australia or Malaysia, but you can actually get it from global shops. So Shop Global, and these 3 are liver detox products. And you may or may not heard of them, or have even tried them, but I would recommend that you give it a try, because I've seen many of my friends, particularly those that are in the US, and some people that have had them from Global have had really great results from Global as well. So if you are an existing business owner who own a global shop, you can of course purchase from your shopglobal.com/your website. And if you are a guest, you can of course, invite the person who invited you can actually give you the website to take a look at it. Now, these 3 things include the Timeless Prescription Oxygen Extreme, NutriClean, Hepato Cleanse, and Curcumin Extreme. You may find that, oh, this don't mean much to me. However, they are extremely helpful when it comes to cleansing. And of course, if you just go through the standard, 7-day detox with our 30-day jumpstart, is already pretty good. But if you're the type of people that may have gone through quite a fair bit of toxicity when it comes to, eating a lot of junk food, or you may have gone for holidays and have eaten more than you should of, engineered food, or have negative effects of free radicals, or that you haven't been well, etc., then I would recommend that you give this a try. Now, with this Oxygen Extreme, it's got a combination of vitamins, minerals, and special herbs that helps to protect your body from the negative effects of free radicals. And of course, our daily essentials kits, especially the OPC3, can do that. But then Oxygen Extreme can actually give you that extra oomph to help you with that. Not only that, it's also got, beta carotene, vitamin C, selenium. Now, selenium is actually an amazing mineral for people to actually, if you're looking at sort of prevention of cancer, is a really good mineral. Bilberry green tea extract, ginkgo, and all these ingredients mean that, you know, you are assured that we have great free radical scavenger in it as antioxidants. And so this is what it looks like. It's not only very, very good for detoxifying and cleansing your body, it also helps with your teeth, your bones, and your skin as well. The second thing is what we call the NutriClean Hepato Cleanse internal maintenance for health. And this is something in the US, when they have their 30-day jumpstart, they have that in a kit. And in Australia and Asia, we haven't got it, but you can again, you know, order from Global. And what it does, it actually metabolize, filter, it eliminate a lot of the internal and external substances. And so whether it's hormones, because as we talked about, you know, your external and internal toxins can come from not only environment, but also your internal hormonal issues as well. Then, you know, this Hepato Cleanse can be cleansing your body from within. So this is done primarily, of course, again, with the liver, but also helping with kidneys and your GI, your gut health. So if you want to actually have, you know, a better digestive health or gut health in order to have a great health, because, you know, our good health is paid with good intestines, then I think, you know, this Hepato Cleanse is something that I would recommend you give it a try, or in fact, the whole NutriClean system. And in there, you can see there are different primary benefits to support a healthy liver, liver being the primary organ for detoxification, and it helps excrete, you know, whatever toxins that you might have over time throughout your liver and your body. And also, if you smoke, particularly smokers, or you consume a lot of alcohol, so you've got sort of this habit, and you want to neutralize it. And, you know, a lot of people I've heard in the US particularly, when they quit smoking and when they don't drink as much alcohol, they start, you know, having the Hepato Cleanse. They really feel feel like they're a whole new person, because, you know, the toxins that have been accumulated through the smoke, you know, the cigarettes that they've been you know, smoking for years or even decades, you know, have been able to be cleansed and detoxed. Their organs are so much healthier, and they become so much more energetic, and even being able to lose weight a lot better. So this is really an amazing product. And then the third one is Curcumin Extreme. Now, this is really, really good in that it helps not only for liver health. As I mentioned, liver again is to detoxify your primary organ, but overall your cellular health. You know, yeah, our whole body has billions and billions of cells. If you know, take Curcumin Extreme, you can actually detoxify your whole body. In fact, every single cell will benefit from it. And so you can see you absorb it is very difficult from food. So that's why, you know, drinking things like, I mean, or, you know, taking Curcumin Extreme, or, you know, turmeric, which is one of the very important ingredients in it, has, you know, there's 3 curcuminols, as well as different types of technology, including the phytosome, to actually increase the bioavailability, which means that when you actually take the oral Curcumin Extreme, it can actually get absorbed fairly quickly because of the high bioavailability and absorption. So now I would like to just real quick share with you some of our testimonial of people that have taken these products. Okay, so if you can let me know, can you see the other screen? Can someone just unmute and let me know? Can you see this screen, the global screen?
Yes.
Yep, great. Okay, thank you, Connie. So here is the global website. And again, if you have it, you can actually come here and just order from here. But if you haven't, you can then, go to the person who invited you. I just want to real quick share with you some of the testimonials of these 3 products, because I know that this is not very common here in Australia, but after doing a lot of research and reading, I feel this is something, I have learned from different naturopaths and doctors is extremely important. So here is, one of the, testimonial talking about how this Oxygen Extreme can actually give us a lot of great, health benefits. And not only that, it can help us with our focus, our alertness, and our skin. So this is the first one. And then the second one is the Hepato Cleanse, again, for people that are smokers and you've been eating unhealthy or drinking alcohol. Really, your lover will love you, your liver, will love you for it if you actually, take the Hepato Cleanse alongside with your daily essential as well as the 30-day jumpstart. That is on top of what you are taking, let's say, if you're going for the 30-day jumpstart. So Dennis Frank is one of our, top executive, and he said that too many people just don't understand that everything is connected within your body. Your liver is so important in ridding your body of toxins. Really, your liver, if your liver is not healthy, then your body will be so toxic. So that's why it needs to remain working efficiently to remain healthy. So give it the key ingredients that you need. That includes what is inside this Hepato Cleanse, the meal thisto, and all the rest ingredients are in this. And of course, lastly, is the Oxygen Extreme. We've talked about that, and the Curcumin Extreme, where, is extremely important, not only for detoxification, cleansing, is also great for brain health, inflammation, and detoxifying your liver as well. So here you've got a lot of different, types of testimonials, and I won't go into too much details. You can always go into the website to take a look at that. But before we go for landing, as I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing particularly tonight another part of detoxification that is extremely important, and that is the detoxification of your mind and your soul. But before I do that, I just quickly share with you, which Connie has already shared, complementary digestive health products, which will also work very well when you're detoxing and cleansing your body. And they are the digestive enzymes and the ultimate aloe, because the digestive enzyme, if you drink it, when you're eating a little bit more or rich food, combining with the complete greens, amazing. And then the ultimate aloe, you can actually add it on as you're going through the detox. Now, detoxing of your mind is an area that a lot of people don't think a lot about, but in fact, it's also extremely crucial, because stress is truly everywhere. And as I mentioned, it's not only the physical side of things. The second part of the detox, which is the brain detox. It will help you to actually accelerate your health goals if you also look after your mind and your soul, because your health and even weight management has a lot to do with not just your food, but also your not the food you eat or the exercise that you do, but your mental state, as you can see here, because your mindset and your mentality has a lot to do with how successful you are in losing weight or managing your weight, or even, being healthy. And stress is everywhere, and detoxifying your mind of negative thoughts and feelings is very, very important. So that's why if you are feeling like, you have signs of stress or overwhelmed, in this day and age, who isn't, right? A lot of us actually are going through so much stress, especially now with, the pandemic. A lot of people are sick, or, with job situation or businesses going down, or, financial situations or relationship issues. All these things can actually cause our mind to be feeling so negative and overwhelmed. Then what we need to do is truly take time out to schedule time each day just for you, to have a journal, like, we actually advocate everyone that goes through our transition lifestyle system to actually jot down in your journal, what are you grateful for? Take some time out to do things for yourself, listen to music, read, a few pages of a book, go for a walk, enjoy a coffee, spend some time with your loved ones, so that you can be away from the stresses of life. I remember, last week I went for an amazing walk, in Mandantinong. And, this kind of thing can really help us to, relax ourselves. And the other thing, just like Connie said, prioritize sleep. And this is an area I need to talk to myself, because I find that out of all the different health areas, that's an area that I really need to pay more attention to, because sleep recharges our mind and helps us to stay focused and think clearly. So in order to have our mind in alert mode, sleep is extremely important. And the other thing is, if you can find a mentor or a good friend or accountability buddy that you can seek advice to improve your skills and improve or increase your confidence, that way, you feel like life is more meaningful. Okay. And then the other thing is identify your passion and purpose. These two P words are my favorite words. I always say empower passion, empower purpose. These are my vision statement. And, if you identify what they are, then the things that you do have meaning, you have direction, you can recognize what really brings us joy, and understanding how to find contentment, and purpose and meaning in life. So when, there are new ideas that come to you or introduced to us, be open to them, because I always say this, that our mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. So things like even a workshop like this, detoxifying your body by using new products, cleansing of your body, eating more colorful food, detoxifying your body and your mind and your soul. All these new ideas may be something that you may not have heard of. However, if you are open to them, you may find that, your mind, your soul, and your body will be re-energized. And the other thing that's very helpful that I learned from my mentor is to change your environment and routine. Because when you do that, you can actually help you to be more motivated. Like, sometimes I work in my study, sometimes I work in my kitchen, other time I work in my living room, like change a little bit, then you can actually feel a bit of, a change of scene can help you as well. So things that you like doing, whether it's sports, hiking, baking, cycling, running, whatever that can actually fit your soul, makes you happy, do them. Gives yourself permission to take time out, to live in the moment, mindfully, consciously, so that you can have a chance to breathe and to be happy. So now I would like to invite a really good friend of mine that I've learned a lot from when it comes to body, mind, soul connection, and her name is Cheng Yeung, and she has been really, an advocate for helping me to truly have a balance in life. So Cheng is going to be sharing a little bit about her experience in detoxifying all the different areas.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, my name is Cheng, and I'm actually also a owner for this business. I think today I'll be really good to share some of my experience about the interconnection and the importance of those three pillars, right? In the session today, we focus a lot on, Kitty has mentioned about the mind, and also we have actually gone through the products information for the body. But what I think would be good is to bring the attention to how they are all actually related together to form a complete well-being. Because just a little bit about myself. I was working really hard before the COVID. And last year, when the pandemic hits, I lost work. So because I'm a photographer by trade, I basically lost, I wasn't allowed to operate in Victoria, in Melbourne. So we all basically just lost work for 7 months. And, during the period, it was an interesting transition period, because there was a period where, you didn't know what to do. And then there's stress and stuff like that. And everything seems to just crumbling down, and I felt like I was stressed about losing the work, and my relationship was also kind of being put onto the test. And after speaking to another good friend of mine that's really into the well-being in terms of energy and healing, she basically guided me through a journey of looking into the wellness, not just from physical point of view, but from from mind and from spirits as well. So if Kitty would allow me to share screen, I would just basically share some slide I have. It's basically very similar to what Kitty have, but just complementary to focus more on body in terms of mind and spirits, and how to keep it in balance on top of all the nutritional that we're going to get from all the products that I share today. So okay. Can you guys see the screen? Okay, so body, mind, and spirit. So what I like to do is bring the attention to how are they actually related and what they are, right? So the body is basically the physical body, is basically our cells, our nerves, bone, skin, organs, and immune system, right? And then on top of that, for very a complete well-being, there are other important keys as well, which I find a lot of people seems to overlook. The Kitty has already covered about the mind, the detoxification of the mind. And when we talk about the mind, we talk about the consciousness of our mind, our subconscious, the intellect, belief, emotion, attitude, and choices. So it's basically the part of the mind that we can actually process information, and there's a subconscious part where we basically program about certain things that because we've been brought up a certain way, right? And then there is the spirit part, which is the spiritual enlightenment, inner connectedness, soul purpose, microcosm, and intuition. So it's basically a bit to do with like our higher self and our intuition, how we feel about ourselves, how connected we are to, if someone that's religious, it would be to God or to something of a higher power, right? So a healthy body basically keep you well and active, and that could be achieved through, sorry about that, exercise, nutrition, supplements, and stuff like that. And then you have the healthy mind, which will keep you focused and engaged, and that's basically the healthy thinking and stuff like that, and positive thoughts. And then you have the healthy soul that keep you fulfilled and content, and that has something to do with giving, getting engaged in something that makes you happy and stuff like that, right? So I'll give you some example about the connection and the example of how we are actually, those three pillars are actually connected. So when we actually stress, we get a headache, right? And that's basically a perfect example of how our mind is affecting our body. How we feel has a very, very huge impact on our body. The supplement is good to keep our body healthy, but we need to have a really healthy mind to make sure that the signal released by our neuron is the positive one, therefore keeping the body healthy. And then people who exercise regularly often experience a surge of endorphin after they exercise, or they might get depressed if the exercise routine is interrupted by an injury or travel that prohibit them from getting the activity their body that's used to or rely for stress relief. Stress eating, such as caused by the emotion of stress, which could also affect the physical body in terms of weight gain and stuff like that. And then they are people with strong faith who practice their faith feel good after they attend the services or perform their regular devotions. They feel whole. And the example would be, I feel like personally, if I'm participating in a charity cause for walk or anything that is actually close to my heart, in terms of, for myself, would be cancer, because my father passed from that. That's basically make me feel whole and connected. Yeah. So that's basically the example. So I personally find that the mind, body, spirit connection is very important, because as for my case, after looking into those areas, I found that my life has improved a lot. The healthy mind, even though, looking into a lot of, searching for a lot of motivated videos or positive thoughts, kind of information has helped me to actually stay positive for the life itself as well. And also, you know, I do a lot of meditation, and I feel like that's really quiet my mind down a lot, and gave me a lot of mental clarity to really reprioritize what's important in our life. I find that, you know, in a way, I know a lot of people might be affected, but the silver lining of this pandemic is actually, if you're looking at so many perspectives on one thing we can look into, but the positive things I look into this pandemic would be, it allows a lot of people to actually slow down their life and think about what's really important in their life. And yeah, so the next slide, I have basically found some activities and stuff that we can do to keep our body, mind, and soul healthy and cleansed. So the body physical part, Kitty's already covered that, and she also gave a really good information about the mind, the mindset, what we can do. So these are more like the supplementary information to that. So with the body, there's again a lot of, you know, focus more on the healthy food, the, you know, lemon juice in warm water, apple cider vinegar, all the organic food and salad, activity including yoga, walking, massage, and all the stuff here on the list. And the less of meat, dairy product, which is, you know, some could be quite inflammatory to our system, the wheat, the products, which is why all this information, if you notice, they are actually part of the food that we have to avoid in our TLS diet in the detox. With the mind, and I'm a huge fan of meditation. I meditate 1 or 2 a day for an hour each, and I found that it's really good for me, and I've experienced a lot of shift and changes in the way I see life. So that's really good meditation. And for anybody that who is interested to start, the 5 minutes one guided meditation would be good. You can find that on YouTube. There are plenty there. Chakra cleansing would be the energy center. Things like writing, like what Kitty mentioned, the gratitude journal, you know, just basically going through what, you know, what makes you feel grateful every day could really have a positive impact on your mind. Things that you love to do, like drawing and painting, practicing being present and live in the moment, using essential oil. If you're a fan of that, they're really good for the body. And just practice to say no to things that you don't want to do. And that's really important, because we tend to be people pleaser, and sometimes it's not good for that, right? For us, because we'll be kind of working on pleasing other people, but not so much taking care of our own needs. For the mind, less of social media and electronic as well. And just, you know, do less of saying yes to everything. And in terms for your soul, which is, you know, I think it's very complementary. A lot of people overlook on that one, would be, you know, journaling, spending time in nature. You know, I'm not sure if you know, but if you're understanding frequency, the nature frequency is a Schumann frequency, which is at 7.83 hertz. So, and that's very similar to us as a human, which is why when we go to nature, we feel really happy. Because there's a resonance happening there. Spending quality time with family and friends, which I think a lot of people would have more time to do now because we're at home. Positive affirmation, things that make you feel I am great, I am amazing, things like that, that you keep repeating to yourself in a way would actually train your subconscious mind for you to pay attention and to believe in yourself more, right? And if people who like to go for people who like to go swimming, being in the ocean is really good. Gratitude list, do the things that you love, just like what Kitty said, you know, things that make you happy. Spend some time and do them every day. Even though if you struggle to find some time to do that during the day, come home and have a bath at home or something like that. So that is the things that you need to do more, that I think if we do more of, that would be good for us. Less of, obviously, the negativity thoughts. If you catch yourself thinking about negative thoughts about certain things, it's good to just pay attention to that and just allow it to come out and then let it flow away. Because I find that, you know, sometimes not recognizing the thoughts are actually suppressing them. If we kind of recognize them and then acknowledge them, then I feel like it's a better kind of like a healing process for ourselves. Self-defeating belief, constantly thinking about, you know, we're not good enough for doing certain thing. And, you know, the fact is we can, if you put your determination, you can do anything you want. Gossiping, spending time indoors too much. So outdoor would be better, obviously. And, you know, just maybe not doing things that you do because you should do them, right? So, you know, do the things that you love. But yeah, just basically listen to your heart and listen to your feeling. So yeah, that's what I have to share.
Great. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Yitain. Yes, and you'll find that once we're able to actually have that integration, then I suppose, you know, our whole person will become not as negative and cleansed. Yeah. So thank you everyone for being on tonight, and we would love to see you again sometime, and continue to stay safe and be well. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
night.
Thank you, Kitty.
Connie. Thank you,
Thank
Cheng.
you.
Thanks.
Bye.